When Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him, continued to work there and he completed 10 years, then Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him, felt a desire to go to his homeland, so he, peace be upon him, took his wife and the goats he had collected by hard work to Egypt. In the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Cases, verse 29 to 32, is a translation. It is said that when Musa, peace be upon him, had completed his term and left with his family, he saw a mountain and said to his wife, "Hold on, he saw fire. It is very possible that I may bring some news from there or some embers of fire, so that you may be warmed." So when he arrived there, a voice was called to him from a tree on the right side of the plain of this blessed land. "O Moses, indeed I am Allah, the Lord of all the worlds." And he also called to throw away his stick. Then when he saw that it was writhing like a snake, he turned his back and went back. We said, "O Moses, come forward, do not be afraid. Indeed, you are in peace in every way. Put your hand on your neck. It will come out shining white without any disease, and to avoid fear, fold your arms towards you. That's all. The 2 miracles are for you from your Lord, Pharaoh and his party. Surely they are all disobedient people. On the way was night, which was a very dark and cold night. He, peace be upon him, lost his way and left a well-known path and went on another path. He, yes, tried hard to light the fire, but could not succeed. Meanwhile, he, A.S., saw a glowing fire on the far side of the mountain. He said to his family, "Stay here. I have seen a fire. It may be that this fire was seen only by Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him, because it was not a fire. It was actually a light that not everyone could see." Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him, said that it is possible that I may bring some news from there, that is, that I may meet someone there and I may ask him the way or bring some embers from the fire, so that you can warm. Then he will certainly bring some news, and what kind of news will he bring? He brought great news and received guidance there, and what wonderful guidance he received, and received light, and what great light he received. It was said, "O Musa, surely I am your Lord, so take off your shoes, because you are in the pure field of Tuwa, and I have chosen you. Now listen to what is revealed without doubt. I am Allah besides me. There is no one worthy of worship. So worship me alone and maintain prayer in remembrance of me. The hour is surely coming, which I want to keep hidden, so that every person will be rewarded for what he has tried. So now with his belief. Don't let anyone who believes in him stop you if you do not keep and follow your desire. Otherwise you will perish." The commentators say that when you, peace be upon you, came near this tree, you saw that a fire was burning in a green tree. The tree was also very green, and the fire was also very fast. On the right side of the mountain, on the western side of the Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, was a valley in which he was at that time called Tuwa. He spoke to the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. First, for the purpose of honoring the place, Allah Ta'ala ordered to take off his shoes, and especially on this blessed night, that place became even more sacred. The people of the book say that the light of this light was so intense that Prophet Moses, he was afraid of losing his eyes, and he placed his hands on his eyes. It is obvious that it was not an ordinary light, nor was it the light of a fire, but it was a light that everyone could not see. Even the Prophet, peace be upon him, could not bear the light of this light. Prophethood and miracles paid to Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him. Allah first introduced himself to Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him, that I am Allah, the Lord of all the worlds. Then Allah Almighty said that the world is mortal, and the eternal home will be attained on the day of resurrection, which is sure to happen, so that everyone can get the reward of their good and bad efforts. And stay away from people who disobedient to the Lord and desires are the priests of the self. Then Allah Almighty asked to express his power, "O Moses, what is this in your right hand? That is it not the same stick that you already know well?" He replied that this is my stick. I lean on it and sweep the leaves for my goats with this stick, and I do other things with it. That is my familiar stick. This is the translation of Surah Taha, verse 19 to 20. It was said, "O Musa, throw it down. As soon as the stick was thrown, it turned into a snake and ran away. It was a great miracle, and it was a clear proof that the one who is speaking to you, peace be upon him, has the power to do what he wants with just the word koran. The people of the book say that Musa, peace be upon him, requested Allah to grant him a sign that would be a proof of his truthfulness to the people of Egypt. Then Allah said that is throw the stick down. When you threw it down, it turned into a snake and started running away. Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him, saw this and turned back and started running and did not even look back. That stick is a huge size that turned into a snake which had teeth too, but it was as fast as a thin snake in running. It was a natural requirement to see that Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him, got scared and started to run away. Allah Almighty spoke and said, "O Musa, do not be afraid." So he is peaceful in every way. When he, peace be upon him, came back, Allah Ta'ala ordered, "Take hold of him without fear and danger. We will bring him back to his original state." This is the translation of Surah Taha, verse 21. It is said that he, peace be upon him, was very frightened by this and put his hand in the sleeve of his shirt and wrapped it in a cloth and placed it in his mouth. The people of the book say that the Prophet, peace be upon him, caught it by the tail, and when the Prophet, peace be upon him, held it well, it became a two-pronged stick of the Prophet, peace be upon him, like before. Then Allah commanded him to put his hand on his neck. When he did so and took out his hand, it was as bright as the moon. It was not due to diseases such as smut and white rot. Therefore, Allah Almighty said, "Put your hand in your neck, and it will come out shining white without any disease." To avoid fear, put your arms towards you. It means that when you feel fear, put your hand on your heart. It will give you comfort and satisfaction. In verse 12 of Surah An-Naml, Allah Almighty has said, "Put your hand on your neck, and it will come out shining without any defect." These are among the 9 signs with which you, peace be upon you, were sent to Pharaoh and his people. Surely they are a wicked people. Verses 101 to 102 of Surah Bani Israel are translated, "We gave 9 clear miracles to Moses, peace be upon him. Musa, peace be upon him, replied that you already know that none other than the Lord of the heavens and the earth revealed these miracles. And this revelation is also to be explained to you, and O Pharaoh, I think that you will be destroyed." The details of these miracles are described in Surah Al-Araf as follows. Verses 130 to 133 are translated, "And we afflicted Al-Pharaoh with famine and scarcity of fruits, so that he would accept the advice. When prosperity befell them, they would say that it must be for us, and if misfortune befell them, they would call Musa, peace be upon him, and his companions miserable. Remember that their trust is with Allah, but most of them do not know. And they said, 'Bring us any sign so that you can bewitch us through it, but we will not believe in you.' Then we sent upon them a storm, bones, lice, frogs, and blood, all clear signs. But they were arrogant, and they were the guilty ones." The description of the 9 miracles that God gave to Hazrat Musa is as follows. The turning of the staff into a snake, the shining of the hand by taking it to the armpit, defeating the magicians in a crowded assembly, famine on the people of Pharaoh, the storm of locusts, the punishment of lice on the people of Pharaoh, punishment of frogs, punishment of blood. Many more miracles were granted, 12 fountains flowing, shadows of clouds pouring rain, making roads in the river, etc. However, when Allah ordered Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, to go to Pharaoh, Musa, peace be upon him, said, "O Lord, I have killed one of their men. Now I am afraid that they will kill me too. My brother Harun is more eloquent than me. So make him my helper and send him with me, so that those people will confirm me. I am afraid that they will all deny me." Allah Ta'ala said, "We will strengthen your arm with your brother and make you both dominant. Because of our signs, the pharaohs will not be able to reach you, and only those who obey you will prevail." The translation of Surah Taha, verses 24 to 28, says, "Go to Pharaoh, surely he has disobeyed. O my Lord, open my chest, make my work easy and untie my tongue so that they understand my words." It is said that Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him, had a stutter in his tongue because in his childhood he kept an ember in his mouth. He A.S. asked Allah Almighty about this to remove his stuttering so that they could understand what he was saying. It was because of the stammering that Pharaoh reproached him and said that he can't even talk properly. Then Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him, asked Allah Almighty for his brother for prophethood and asked him to appoint my minister for my family, that is, to strengthen my back with my brother Harun and make him a partner in my affairs, so that we may recite your glorification in abundance and remember you in abundance. Allah Ta'ala said, O Musa, we have granted you the things you asked for, that is, we have accepted all your supplications. You prayed to Allah for the prophethood of your brother, so Allah granted him prophethood. Once some people were on the Hajj journey and Hazrat Aisha R.A. heard a man asking the people which brother had done the most favor to his brother. The people remained silent. Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, said, Musa bin Imran, peace be upon him, prayed to Allah for prophethood for his brother Harun, peace be upon him, and revelation began to be revealed to him as well.